Remember when I said we kind of wanted to talk about TNA for a second?
Yep.
Unfortunately,
no.
Yeah. Oh.
What?
Do we really have to? I'm only going to briefly mention TNA. Of course, as we all know, I think Hulk Hogan is officially done with TNA. I think his contract expired, I believe. Cody, you can probably correct me on that if I'm wrong, but I think Hogan's contract expired with TNA. However, his endorsement deal contracts clearly have not expired.
Clearly not.
Because I just saw a picture on Facebook of him with wearing shoes, these new athletic shoes, and he's pointing at them, and it's just okay, so you got a shoe endorsement. That's pretty cool. But the one that we really want to talk about, and this is where we fucking tie in Miley Cyrus. And I know Gio didn't want us to talk about Miley Cyrus, but we got to talk about the new skank on the block.
Yep.
Very briefly, don't worry. Hulk Hogan was involved in a commercial for it's a web hosting service, wasn't it?
It appears so. The commercial is it's weird.
Yeah, it's
you don't actually know.
Yeah.
What it's for.
It's a dude sitting against a white background in a room. Gio, no! Don't worry, sir. It'll only be a minute. It's a dude sitting in a room that kind of looks like he has the Hulk Hogan chops and stuff, but he's, he looks like me. He looks like he's a bit out of shape. And he's just sitting at a computer, and then he turns and looks at his computer, and it's 200 million new host whatevers. Yeah. And then from out of nowhere, this dude just pops down out of nowhere, out of thin air. Yeah. And he's laughing at him and shit. And I'm just how high did you have to be to make this fucking commercial? What the hell is this? Then the guy with kind of the Hulk Hogan chops or whatever stands up, and all of a sudden he's on a wrecking ball.
Yeah.
And this is where the Miley Cyrus tie-in comes from, because Miley Cyrus had that music video for Wrecking Ball, which showed her inner skank.
Yeah.
After that whole MTV Video Music Award thing.
God.
She just kind of looked like she was on coke.
Yep. And apparently still is.
Because then she made an accompanying music video called Wrecking Ball, where she's riding a wrecking ball in a thong and shit. So
naked,
pretty much naked, yeah.
Pretty much naked.
No, she's naked.
Some of the scenes she's naked.
I don't.
Apparently, you haven't watched.
Sir, I don't watch that shit. Fuck
it was
Miley
on
Cyrus.
MTV though.
Yeah, fair enough.
Sometimes when you put on MTV because you need some background music,
sometimes shit happens.
Go for gold.
Yeah, go for gold. Exactly. But in this commercial, Hulk Hogan is on a wrecking ball, and he kicks the dude, the dude that was laughing at the other dude. He kicks him in the face, and he does this slow-mo fall, Rocky IV style. And then all of a sudden, Hogan's just in a thong, like a man thong, and he's just riding the wrecking ball in a black man thong with his bum just right there.
I mean, I kind of get it.
I get what they were going for.
It's produced by the exact same person who did the Miley Cyrus video.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's kind of funny, but it makes no sense.
Yeah, exactly. It's funny and makes no sense. Kind of like this podcast, but not in the same good way as this podcast. No, it's true, and it was just kind of just really sort of fucked up. And the commercial ends with Hogan just smiling at the camera, and he's just like, It's just you should not need the money this bad. Unless you've spent your money like Flair, you should not need the money this bad. But it seems like maybe he does.
Seems like he does.
So we got some comments here from Cody nodding about Hulk Hogan. I think Hogan actually is done for real with TNA. I've been reading a lot of stuff this week, and I think he says TNA seems like it's really in trouble.
Yeah.
I know it's been said since 2002, but could TNA be finally lowered into the grave in the next 12 to 24 months?
I hope.
I honestly, they haven't done enough in the entire history of that company to be what they said they were going to be, which is a viable alternative to WWE.
There's their ambulance right there.
Yeah, the ambulance is coming back, it's trying to save Hulk Hogan's career, but it's not going to work. But yeah, TNA just has not done enough in the last, like, their whole real history of their company to be a real alternative to WWE. Here's the ambulance. And it's gone.
That's going to be a running thing.
I
now.
think
every time an ambulance goes by, we're just going to point our microphones at the door.
Exactly. I think it's going to be a recurring theme.
It's just like people dying. Ha, here's your ambulance sound.
Jeez, people dying. that escalated quickly. But yeah, so honestly, I could see TNA going under very, very, very quickly because I think they are hemorrhaging money. Because they spend a ton of money on fucking just people that aren't wrestlers and people that don't add anything to the company. So they've lost a lot of money, and I know the Panda Energy, which is the company that backs them, which is like Dixie Carter's father and mother run that company. They don't want to be part of a company that's losing money. It's the same thing with fucking Turner Broadcasting with WCW. They don't want to own a company that's losing money.
Fair dues.
So I could see that dropping off very, very soon. Geo. Miley Cyrus turning straight guys gay everywhere. Probably.
Possibly.
You're probably not wrong. It's like, really? This is women now? I'm gonna go kiss that dude because I got two options. I could kiss him or I could kiss that, and I'm gonna kiss him because that sucks. So congratulations, Miley Cyrus. You're creating new Lady Gaga fans everywhere. But there you go.
Well, I guess that's a good time to call it quits.
Yeah, we've offended Catholics, we've offended feminists, we've offended people with opinions, we've offended people that don't like fighting in hockey, we've offended TNA fans, which we do on a regular basis, so that's fine.
Yeah.
So yeah, probably a good time to end.
Good time to end. If you guys aren't watching, you know that I'm sporting my TCW hat.
Yes.
And unconfirmed, we have the next date for the show. It's going to be
October.
October. Wow. Yeah. Hi, my name's Nick.
Exactly.
And I'm an alcoholic.
A little bit.
But October the 19th in Sackville.
Well, once again, this is Sackville.
Unconfirmed. No?
No,
Yes.
sir. No. I heard nothing about it. No. Jesus Christ, you are drunk,
God
sir.
damn.
Okay. Once again, we have to state that this is unconfirmed. This has not been confirmed by anyone at Twin City Wrestling or anything like that. Supposedly, the next show is taking place on October the 19th, and it's supposed to be at Parkview, the school.
Thank
the Parkview
you.
School. No
That's
problem.
what I was trying to think of.
Fair enough. Well, Sackville and Spryfield, you were just like moving further away from the actual.
That's what I do.
It's all good. That's what I do. All right. So again, that's totally unconfirmed. That could change 10 times. We don't know.
Yeah.
But those are the rumors that we're hearing thus far. I don't even know if we'll be able to keep that in the podcast, to be perfectly honest, because somebody will get pissed off at us. But that's supposedly that is what the next date is. We'll be able to confirm that, of course, with our podcast next week because they'll be running out of time. So hopefully they'll have something confirmed.
Hopefully.
So that's supposed to be the next show. Cody there in the chat saying, I'll have my ticket as soon as they go on sale. Right on, sir. Good on you. But hopefully that's supposed to be the next show. Episode number 24 of the No Holds Barred podcast has now come to a close. Thank you very much, first of all, to Cody and Gio and for the Masked Tweeter coming on and checking us out.
Yeah,
Episode
always fun to
24.
have ya.
Exactly. Get on the YouTubes, get on the iTunes, get on the everything else, and get our ass.
Which reminds me, I gotta severely update.
Oh
the
man,
iTunes.
the iTunes.
Oh
I don't
my
think.
God, sorry guys.
I think there's been like 8 episodes of the podcast now that's just not on iTunes. So we're going to get that updated. So if you want to sub to us on iTunes, look up No Holds Barred Podcast at gmail.com and subscribe to us on iTunes. We will have it updated for you. We promise. That's it for us. I'm Justin.
And I'm Nick.
And it's the No Holds Barred Podcast. Thank you very, very much for taking the time to come on, listen to us talk about some bullshit. We're going to be back at you next week, probably with a Last Fan Standing podcast. We'll probably review the Battleground pay-per-view that happens tomorrow once again. And I might even give you a little update about my date this week. Hey. So check us out next week. We will see your asses next time.
Bye, everybody. Keep it real.